All right, so I got a small little update from my video from a few months back. So back then I discovered that Samsung was working on a special Nintendo game cartridge for Nintendo, presumably for Nintendo Switch 2, that utilized their fifth generation VNAND or 3D NAND technology. And this story news spread all over the internet, and I just happened to go back to this person's page to see if that was still there, and I noticed that Nintendo Game Card has now been scrubbed from the LinkedIn page. Now that tells me that obviously this was legit. Now whether this means that this is what Nintendo Switch is going to utilize, or it was something that was in testing, and maybe Switch 2 will have a more current version of this technology for its Nintendo Switch 2 game carts. But honestly, the 5th gen version of this 3D NAND is kind of fast enough for what the Switch 2 is going to be capable of. They could utilize a faster or newer version, but I don't know. I can see Nintendo sticking with this 5th gen version, one, to save costs, and also I was looking into this sometime after I made this video. Even though they're already up to like the 9th gen or approaching the 9th gen or 10th gen or whatever of this VNAND technology, the 96 layer 5th gen VNAND that's listed here is actually the most widely used. So while this may seem like it's outdated, it's also the most widely used right now. So I can see Nintendo just sticking with this one, like I said, to save costs, and also because the speed is kind of enough for Switch 2. It's not quite as fast as the formats on the current gen consoles like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, but it doesn't need to be, because the power gap is not, the power performance is not the same, so it doesn't need to be. But I thought it was pretty interesting that person went out of their way to scrub Nintendo out of that post. Everything else is the same, except they took out the Nintendo game card, which tells me that that was absolutely legit. So let me know what you guys think.